Hello, Beardo Plugins here. I'm just checking in during the day because I wanted to show off this poncho that I bought. I thought it was pretty clever. My raincoat broke the other day, the zip came off again, so I figured a poncho would be a much better option because it's waterproof and there are fewer pieces to break, and I probably need to loosen that up. I've got my jumper on. Yeah, comes with a nifty little hood, and then comes with like poppers down the side so that I can undo this on that one, and then on the other side. Yeah, have my arms on the inside now so my arms don't get wet. And yeah, it's even got little rope holes, I don't know if you can see them, in the corners, so it can be used as a temporary little tarp situation. Plus I can get my bag underneath it. Get my bag underneath so that my bag is protected. Hang on a minute. Let's take that off so that I can do this properly. Put my walking bag on that I walk with. I walk with a weighted backpack just to make my walks a little bit more strenuous, and then hopefully that's come over the top of the bag. So yeah, it fits over the top of my bag, and yeah, then my bag doesn't get wet. Yeah, because I've been walking around with an umbrella, and I stay sort of semi-dry, but my bag gets soaked. So I figured with a poncho that I could put over my bag, I could, stay properly dry, at least. And then I don't know how easy these are to redo once they're on. What we done there? Oh, mismatched the wrong ones there. That's that one. What we done there? I don't know what I've done there. Is there one there? Oh, there's one there. That's where I went wrong. properly. There we go. There we go. It's not the most stylish solution, but it's pretty practical actually. And yeah. I like it, and it's less faff than a coat. One umbrella. I think Storm What's Its Face broke my umbrella the other day as well. From Claudia or whatever it was called. But yeah. So I have no idea what any of this looks like on camera. I'll have to have a look. See about. But yeah. Tarpaulin is a tarpaulin with a hood basically, and a waterproof pocket on the front of it. Although I'm not sure why they put the. I kind of wish they had a pocket on the inside as well, because then. Do you have a pocket on the inside, or is that just a seam or something? Is that just? Yeah, I think that's just the inside of that. Yeah, I was kind of hoping there'd be a pocket on the inside, so that I could have something there, but I've got a little thing in the front of my hoodie, so I can just put things in there. But yeah, I figured I'd show it off. I don't know, it's a bit more practical than a coat. You know, a zip on the actual thingamajig that you pull on, that part of the zip kept coming off, so yeah, I figured if I could have something that you know, is a bit more practical, that would be better. Anyway, I figured I'd show that off. I don't know when I'd show it off, before or next, but yeah, it's got pretty decent length. Well, with my bag on, it doesn't cover the back of my shorts, but it doesn't cover the back of my shorts all the way, but it covers the front of my shorts all the way down, so there's that at least. I need to get a new belt. I'm using braces to keep my trousers up at the moment because my belt snapped yesterday, so that's a bit inconvenient. So yeah, my temporary solution was just to use, you know, adjustable braces as a temporary measure. But yeah, yeah, that works pretty well. Anyway, I'm gonna go have some lunch, and I don't know what the weather's doing today, so I shall have to keep an eye out on the weather, and hopefully, I don't know, it doesn't look too ominous at the moment, so anyway, I shall plod along, and I shall check in later. So ta-ta for now. Hello, Beardo Bloggins. Checking in for the evening after the excitement of my poncho arriving earlier. I've had a fairly quiet day. I went to watch my nephew play rugby again today, it being a Sunday, and yeah, they did pretty well today. They won, so that's a good start. I think they were playing a team from Toaster, I think, which is slightly further south from us, kind of towards Milton Keynes, I think. So yeah, they were quite evenly matched as well, which doesn't seem to happen for my nephew's teams. They seem to be they always seem to be coming up against teams that are a lot bigger than them. They're playing at the under 14s levels at the moment, and yeah, some of the teams they play against, I'm not entirely convinced that they're fielding a team of 13 and 14-year-olds. Let's just put it that way. Some of them you've got to wonder if they're fielding the odd slightly older teenagers, because sometimes the size differences between my nephew's team and the opposition is slightly concerning, to say the least. Because I don't know if my nephew's team hasn't quite had their growth spurt or something, because they all seem to be very small in comparison. And yeah, so I sometimes worry about them getting beaten up, basically. Not beaten up, manhandled is probably the more accurate word. Because, yeah, like I say, the opposition teams always seem to be much larger physically. So sometimes I worry that they, my nephew's teams get a bit intimidated, because they, they are significantly shorter usually. But anyway, yeah, so that was this morning, and yeah, it's good to see them win every so often. I'm trying to figure out these instructions. They never seem to make an awful lot of sense. Wait, why? Which way round is this supposed to be? Hey? I'm so confused. These instructions for these Warhammer models have got to be some of the worst instructions ever. Because they hardly ever make any sense at all whatsoever. I don't know. I don't know if that's just me being a bit dyspraxic, but I don't know. I just look at them and I don't know. My brain just throws a bit of a wobbler because I don't know. My brain can't process the 3D image of it. I don't know. They're not very dyspraxia friendly, let's put it that way. But yeah, other than that, it's been a fairly quiet day, really. I didn't need to use my new thing today because it was dry for a change after the whole storm earlier in the week. The weather's kind of calmed down a little bit. I think we're supposed to get some cold weather coming through soon in the next couple of days, so we shall see how that goes. It would appear that winter is officially here now, so yeah. Why is that not going together properly? I think that's as good as that's going to get. Yeah, so I'll have to wait for another chance to use my poncho. So yeah. So I'll have to wait to give it a bit of a test drive. I think I saw on the weather forecast that Tuesday is supposed to be a little bit rainy, so yeah. we shall see what happens when that happens. But yeah, that'll be the first opportunity, I suppose, to give it a bit of a test drive and see how waterproof it is. Yeah. Anyway, I think this coming week is a fairly quiet one after having a whole bunch of appointments last week and being really busy. It feels nice to go back to a relatively quiet, boring week. I say boring. It's probably not the right word, really. A normal week, shall we say. Yeah, some of the people on the estate that I live on are starting to put up their Christmas lights and their Christmas decorations, and some of them are over the top, to say the least. They've got big, massive, inflatable snowmen, and I think I saw an inflatable Mickey Mouse with a Santa hat, and then an inflatable Grinch. And yeah, it's way too early for Christmas decorations. I know a lot of people say this every year, but I just think I've been seeing Christmas stuff in shops since September, but I know it's cliche to say, but I think Christmas seems to sneak up on us earlier and earlier every year, and it's just disappointing and frustrating to see. It's supposed to be about spending time with family and being grateful for things in your life, and it just seems to get, I don't know, bigger and more in your face every year, and it's just disappointing to see, really. There's so much pressure to buy the perfect gift, or commit to the social obligation of buying people presents, and it's just entirely unnecessary. But yeah, that's maybe a rant for another time. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind Christmas in itself. I know it's a pagan holiday, whatever, but I just think it's become so commercialized and just tacky. It's just I don't know, disappointing. Yeah, like I say, I don't dislike Christmas. I just think it's so, I don't know, wasteful and unnecessary, and I don't know. I just think the original message is so diluted, and yeah, it's all about capitalism and buying stuff you don't really need, and you know, what was I saying? Buying stuff you don't need to impress people you don't really like. It's very much that kind of situation. And yeah. It's just, I don't know, unnecessary money spending. But yeah, that's also maybe another rant for another time, maybe. I just, yeah, I know, it's, you know, another list, another rant to go on the list, but yeah. It is what it is. And like I say, I don't mind it. There are some bits that I do like. But, you know, it should be kept to December, and it doesn't need to be shoved down our throats through November, which I know is a bit, some people will probably call me a bit of a Grinch or whatever, but that's just my take on it, really. You know, it's just lost its meaning. Just about sticking together, I think. have to sit like this for a few minutes while this glue is in place properly. I don't know if that is in the right position. Come on, work with me, will you? There's got to be a more efficient way to build this. Yeah. Trying to think. Yeah, like I say, I think this coming week is a relatively normal week, so hopefully there's not too much rushing about and getting stuck in traffic and whatnot. But yeah. Right, if I let this go, is this going to fall apart? Or is the glue going to stay together? Ta-da! No. Stay together on one side but not the other. This is tedious. Yeah, I made the mistake of basing these models, and it means that they don't fit together properly. So they're not as easy to build as they should be, and it's slightly frustrating. But I don't know. I think that's just badly designed in my opinion. That'll do. It's not like I'm signing up for any building and painting competitions anytime soon. That'll do. But yeah, I don't know. Back to the subject of Christmas. I just think it's it's about spending time with your family. It's whoever that may be, whether that be blood family or your chosen family, or whoever. I just think it's about spending time, not money, with your loved ones. But that's just my opinion, and who am I? Except one person. Yeah. But yeah, I just think I don't know if it's ever going to revert back to you know, spending time with your loved ones and whatnot. But it would be nice if it were to do that. But I don't know. I don't foresee that happening anytime soon, which is a shame. I don't know. Like I say, I'm not a massively religious person, but I don't mind Christmas really. Yeah, it's about spending time with your family, isn't it, really? I don't know. It's not all bad, really. I just like having a bit of a moan and a rant. It seems to be the mode that I'm in. But yeah, anyway. I'm just going to put the last leg on here, and then I think that'll do for now. I will put it on its base as well. So yeah. Before we go entirely down this hyperfocus rabbit hole, I shall just let you go before I get completely engrossed. Oh, you're joking. Why is this like this? Why can't it just stay still? They're just the most awkward things to put together, and unnecessarily so. It just doesn't need to be. Come on, go in the hole. Oh, God's sakes. This is just the most awkward thing in existence. Is that... I think that works. There we go. Right. It's on the base at least. Right, that'll do for now. I will do some more progress a little bit later before I completely boil to death with it. So yeah, I shall see you tomorrow. So ta-ta for now.